Harikatha by Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj. Today is a very special day, the Ras Leela of Krishna. The appearance day of Sri Nimbarkacharya. Disappearance day of Sundarananda Thakur. Maharaj mentions again and again that appearance and disappearance of a Vaishnava is always auspicious. Both of them are auspicious. Why? Why? Because of discussing their topics, we remember Bhagavan as well as devotees. That's why we will, because of three things today, we will speak something about everything. इसको खोल, सारी चीज बंद कर दो, सारी चीज खोलो, open something, this will be close everywhere, like how to even breathe.
इसका कोई विचार नहीं करता। ये दस्यों का है, शोकों का है, ये विश्रम है, भूगोल है, ये विचार है। इसीलिए सब उनका स्मरण करने विधि।
We don't go with this concept that who is in Madhuras, who is in Sakhiras, who is in Vatsalyaras. Whoever disappearance or appearance comes, so we remember their lotus feet. One day the disciple of Nimbarkacharya told him that sun is going to set and you have not even chanted your Gayatri in the evening. So if this Sandhya means the meeting of evening with the night, this time will pass, then how you will complete it? So at that time Nimbarkacharya, he mentioned that how it is possible that unless and until I chant Gayatri, sun will set. It is not possible. So that's why he sat next to one neem tree and saw from there the sun is still there and he chanted. That's why his name became Nimbaditya. Aditya means the sun and Nimbarkacharya, Nimba Aditya, for whom sun waits. Outside, because of firecrackers, it is difficult for me to concentrate. Gaudiya Vaishnava, they don't worship the Lord with Vishrambha, means with awe and reverence. they worship the Lord with Madhurya. So Nimbaditya, they are the worshipper of the Lord in awe and reverence. There are devotees who have started their Kartik month from Purnima. Even though in Hari Bhakti Vilas it is been mentioned that whoever starts from Ekadashi, from Shayan Ekadashi to Utthan Ekadashi, one can follow Chaturmasya. After that, Chaturmasya does not stay. But the last 5 days are known as Bhishma Panchak. Those who follow these Bhishma Panchak properly, they follow this also along with Chaturmasya. Hari Bhakti Vilas mentions that doesn't matter you start on Shayana Ekadashi or Dwadashi or Purnima, you have to complete your fast on Ekadashi. After that, these 5 days are known as Bhishma Panchak, and if one follows that, then today is the completion. Today is the Ras Leela of Krishna. Even though the Ras Leela is performed every Purnima. What is the meaning of Ras? The meaning of Ras means dancing, kirtan, singing, and having big wonderful preparations like Mahotsava. So another thing is that today is the disappearance day of Sundarananda Thakur. He is Sudam Sakha from Braj, not Sudama Vipro from Dwarika. He is Sudam Sakha from Braj. In Braj Mandal Parikrama, when one goes from Dig to Kamyavan, his place is in between. In Chaitanya Bhagavat, it has been mentioned about him. Out of 12 Sakhas, Dwadash Gopal, he is the superior one. In the pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he manifested his appearance in Maheshpur. This place now is in Bangladesh. Near to his birthplace, there is a river which is very, very clean. He is having 2 deities worshipped by him, Radha Vallabh and Radha some other, I don't know what one. He moved from there to another place, and then the Pratibhu Vigraha means to remember that deities were there, so another deities were being installed which were made of wood. Earlier The deities were the one which deities moved was made up of marble.
इसलिए इनका वंश कुछ नहीं।
He is not having any kids.
देखो कहाँ है नसीबपुर जिला में मंगोली
In Vaishnav Vandana, the song, it has been mentioned, I will worship the lotus feet of Sundarananda Thakur, by whose power there is a fruit, Jambir. The tree is known as Jambir tree. Jambir is like a watermelon, not watermelon, sorry, like an orange. In Bengal, this time, like before 2 or 3 months when we were there, that fruit was available and Anant Prabhu used to eat it a lot. That fruit is very good for jaundice.
हमारा यहाँ एक भक्त है
He is mentioning about Anant Prabhu. I already mentioned. Anant.
वो बाजार में जाते थे
Anant Prabhu used to go to the market and he says, oh, such a big orange and such a it's like very cheap. Why don't eat it? He used to bring every day and eat it a lot. So in that tree, by the power of Sundarananda, on that tree of Jambu, he was able to get kadamba fruit, kadamba flower for worshipping the Lord. We have started Chaitanya Charitamrit Madhya Leela.
आकर्षण किया है प्रयाग इस प्रयाग तक उन्होंने एक किया कि मैं प्रयाग 2 लाइन याद कर दिया वो जो 2 लाइन है इसका मतलब है सब चैतन्य में से भक्त लोग व्रत समाप्त करके
Other day, I think all our English devotees, they remember that this one devotee from outside, he was chanting 2 lines from Chaitanya Charitamrita. And Srila Maharaj is mentioning again about that he has remembered 2 lines from Chaitanya Charitamrita, which mentions that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked all the devotees, those who came from Bengal and were leaving, at that time, Mahaprabhu asked them that practically every year you people should come for the darshan of Gundicha, means the Rath Yatra festival along with Gundicha Mandir's cleaning and then up to Jagannath coming back to the temple. Now he is coming to the point which he himself is speaking from Rup Shiksha. By the mercy of Guru and Krishna, one attains the seed of bhakti. And a gardener means a sadhak. He has to water the seed, that is Shravan and Kirtan. And by the effect of that, what happens? That the creeper grows more and more and more and reaches up to Parvyam and then Goloka Vrindavan. If a person, he will be having opulent mood for the Lord, then what will happen? He will not be able to reach to Goloka Vrindavan.
विरागे
that attachment for opulent form of the Lord will keep him into the purvyam. The creeper will not go higher than that, it will stay over there.
इसको भी छोड़ने पड़ेगा।
That's why one has to be very careful that in what kind of form he is worshipping the Lord.
वहाँ जाकर कहाँ सहारा देगा?
If a person is following the Lord, worshipping the Lord with Madhurya Rasa, then his creeper will be coming to Goloka Vrindavan. And over there, this creeper will find the shelter of a tree. And that tree is the lotus feet of Krishna. That tree itself is known as Kalpa Vriksha.
सब रस रहने से भी वहाँ का वैशिष्ट्य क्या?
All kind of rasas are available there, exist there in that lotus feet.
जैसे दशरथ, कौशल्य, वत्सल्य रस, देवकी वसुदेव का वैकुंठ वत्सल्य रस है।
Devaki and Vasudev, they are also having Vatsalya for Krishna, but that is up to Vaikuntha. Dashrath and Ram are also having Vatsalya for the Lord, but that can bring them up to Saket, Ayodhya Dham. Why? Because of their opulent mood.
यहाँ सबको वहाँ का सबको एक
Vatsalya in Goloka Vrindavan and Vatsalya in Vaikuntha is different. Sakhya in Vaikuntha, Sakhya in Goloka Vrindavan is different.
क्या गौरव
Sakhya in Dwarika or Mathura or Vaikuntha, that is with awe and reverence. In this kind of Sakhya, like awe and reverence, Arjun comes. Arjun even also gives sometime order to the Lord that we are I want you to bring this chariot in between two armies.
कंधा पर चढ़ने से
But he cannot climb on the shoulders of Krishna.
नहीं दे सकते।
He cannot give him his remnants.
इसलिए जब विराट रूप देखा
When he saw the Virat Swarup, universal form of the Lord, when Lord gave him the Divya Netra, transcendental eyes,
उनका कृपा विवर नहीं हो सकता।
unless and until one is having the mercy of the Lord, one cannot even have darshan of the Lord. That's why when Krishna gave Divya Netra to Arjun, transcendental eyes, at that time he saw that Krishna is not having two arms or four arms. He is having 100,000 of arms. Moon and the sun is like his eyes.
जितना भी लड़ने के लिए आया ये सब मर गया।
And he has seen that those who are here assembled for fighting, everybody is already dead. And each and every soldier, they are there in one of the hole of the teeth of Krishna.
जब आदि संबोधन करेंगे
At that time, Arjun, he became fearful, scared, and started saying that, "Oh Lord, please forgive me. I would have called you Yadav Krishna, or I have taken prashadam with you sitting on same asan, or I slept with you on the same bed. I am your disciple now. I take shelter at your lotus feet. Whatever you will tell me, I will follow that."
लेकिन ब्रज का सौभाग्य
So, this was Arjun who became scared by seeing the universal form of the Lord. But for the Sakhas in Braj, it is not possible in any circumstance that they will be having this kind of mood.
जब
Even though when Krishna, he drank the forest fire, or when they saw that Krishna is fighting with Kaliya, still they were having no opulent mood at all for Krishna.
हाथी को मारा
When they saw Krishna in Mathura fighting with Kuvalyapid, elephant, or Chanur or Mushtik, or killing Kamsa,
किसी अवस्था में
in any circumstances,
गोवर्धन धारण किया
by seeing him holding Giriraj Govardhan,
कृष्ण उसे बना
but they never ever thought, or the thought never came in their mind that Krishna is superior to them. Instead, they used to say that what kind of power he is having. He was unable to hold Giriraj Govardhan. That's why we had to put our sticks. That's why it was possible for him to hold it. Otherwise, he would have become failed in it.
दावानल पिया उसको भी कोई ये देता
He has Krishna drank Davanal, means the forest fire.
बंद कर लिए जब भी देखा है लेकिन एक लड़का बात
Even though he asked all the Sakhas to close their eyes, but there was a Sakha who was having only one eye, and he did not close it. He was seeing with his one eye, and he saw that how Krishna drank the forest fire. Next day, when they wanted to go for cow grazing, Krishna was late, and then Sakhas, they are saying that why you are late?
क्या कारण
What is the cause? Why don't you? Then Krishna mentioned that the milk is very hot, and that's why I have to take more time. And even the cup is very hot. How can I hold it? Then this Sakha, he took one stick in his hand, and he said that, oh, don't try to cheat me.
पीने में
You are drinking fire in the forest. At that time, nothing happens to you. And now you are saying that you can't even hold this cup of milk, which is very hot for you.
बड़ा देखा
So, is there any mood that they can see Krishna as superior? Not at all.
और निकलता है जो आसपास
When they are in the forest, when they are taking fruits, there are sakhas who are going on climbing on the tree and taking the fruit and eating it first. Oh, it is very sweet.
खट्टा को मीठा बोलता है
Then he is giving to another sakha who is a little lower.
वो नीचे
Then he is also tasting it. And one after another, 3 or 4 sakhas, they eat it first and then they give to Krishna. Is there any offense in it? They don't have any fear that why they are giving Krishna their remnants. But they don't even come to this point at all that this is offense or this is something like that. So for people it is very difficult to understand that what is the difference in between these two things.
कोई प्रेम भाव जब पक जाता है वो अपना अपनी गिर जाता है
So now he is coming again to the point that when the creeper is reaching in Goloka Vrindavan, over there, when it is spreading on the lotus feet of Krishna, and the fruits are coming, and the fruit are becoming fully ripened, and automatically falling down from the tree. At that time, it is having real taste in it. Like it has been mentioned about Srimad Bhagavatam, that Srimad Bhagavatam is the ripened fruit of all the Vedas and Puranas.
किसी ने कुछ मांगा नहीं कोशिश किया नहीं
Nobody tried to pluck the fruit. Nobody tried to cut it. Nobody tried to take it. But when it was fully ripened, it was automatically been given by the tree. That's why it is very, very sweet.
इसलिए समझ नहीं
We don't understand all the things in the present time. In our Guwahati Mutt, there were 2 trees of mango. The mangoes were very, very sour.
बनाएगा काफी पूरी वगैरह डाल करके
Even if you make chutney by adding so much good jaggery into it, but still the sour taste does not go.
4-5 उसको निकाल के आचार डालता था
We used to make pickle out of all those mangoes.
एक आचार है वो काट के तेल का अंदर में डाल देते मसाला देकर
There was one Mataji who used to make this pickle with so much oil.
लेकिन ये खट्टा खाने में कोई तकलीफ नहीं होता
But the pickle was not difficult to eat.
पकने से घबराए
So we used to make pickle all the time. Why? Because we knew that these mangoes are not so sweet at all. One day what happened that
इसलिए वहाँ काफी पानी रखने पड़ता था ध्यान रखने पड़ता था और फिर रात से पानी
at the time of construction we used to have to keep so much water near that tree.
जो आम वो गिरा वो हमारा हाथ में धोआ है
And one day what happened that ripened fruit automatically came like fall down from the tree and came into my hand nearby next to me, and I took that and started eating.
लेकिन प्रसाद मुझे जरूर देना टेस्ट देखने ये जो अपना किया भागवत में बोला इसी का उसको समझ नहीं।
And then I like tasted it, and it was so sweet that I never expected that such a wonderful taste of mango is existing in this world.
इसको भी हारना।
Everything was all the mangoes whatever I had tasted up to now became defeated. Like this was the topmost mango which I liked. Then I understood, and then I started paying attention that more mangoes are there or not. We should take and offer to Thakurji. Why? Because the tree automatically, the mango was fully ripened, and the tree automatically gave this fruit. Then and only then it was wonderful. So in the same way, Srimad Bhagavatam, the fruit of Veda, Srimad Bhagavatam is very very tasty. Who has tasted it first? Srila Shukadeva Goswami. That's why this Srimad Bhagavatam is known as Shukmukhad Amrit Drav Sanyuktam. That this fruit is been touched with the saliva of Shukadeva Goswami. Who is this Shukadeva Goswami? He is a Brahma Gyani. He was staying in the womb of his mother for many years and did not want to come out. Vedavyas asked that, who is there in the valley? Please come out. Don't give so much pain to your mother. Shukadeva Goswami replied, I don't want to come out. Why? Because Maya will attack on me. Vedavyas mentioned that, don't worry, nothing will happen. But Shukadeva Goswami replied, by hearing your words, I will not come out. I will only come out when that person to whose Maya is whose Dasi, if he will come and tell me, then and only then I will come out. Krishna came and he mentioned that I cannot say that Maya will not, you will not come in contact with Maya. You will come in contact with Maya because you are coming in this material world. But I can give words that this Maya will touch you only for that much time. If you drop a mustard seed on the horn of a cow, if for that much time, like this, that mustard seed will stay over there, in the same way, Maya will touch you only for that much time. As soon as he came out, he left his house, started running toward the forest. What he was doing? He was always meditating on Nirvishesh Brahma, that Brahma which is formless, qualityless. On the other side, Vedavyasa, he received Bhagavatam by the mercy of Narad Rishi. Vedavyas was too much worried that I am having such a wonderful thing with me. Who is a qualified person in this world to whom I can give this? He went to see Janak Maharaj and got his advice on this matter. Who asked him that Shukdev is the proper recipient, qualified person. Then he is mentioning now that how Shukadeva Goswami came to Janak Maharaj for receiving Bhagavatam. One time he came and he was standing in the sun. Shukadeva Goswami, Janak asked him to stay for a long time, made him wait, but still didn't give anything. Maharaj is mentioning different things altogether. Sometimes it is difficult to relate even for me what he is speaking about, because he is speaking about conversation in between Vedavyas, Janak Maharaj, then he is mentioning about Janak Maharaj and Shukadeva Goswami. Now he is coming to the point that Shukadeva Goswami, after his birth, coming out from the womb of his mother, he came out and started staying in the forest. And then Vedavyasa is sending his disciples go to the forest, chant different shlokas from Bhagavatam. Disciples, they were singing this verse, Aho Bakim Yamstana Kalukutam. Who is that merciful, who is much more merciful than Krishna, who is, to whom I should become surrendered to? How merciful is he? A demon who came to kill him, he is wanted to give poison. What he is doing? He has given him such a wonderful position. Then Shukadeva asking the disciple of Vedavyasa that, oh, can you tell something more than this about the Lord? Then they mentioned that, oh, more than that, our Guru Padma knows you have to come over there. Then another disciple, he came with another verse, the one which Maharaj is singing. He used to have this concept that Bhagwan is having no form, but now he is hearing that he is having crown on his head, he is having earrings. But next to it, is there anything else? Then the disciple mentioned that you have to come to our Gurudev Vedavyasa. Then Shukadeva Goswami came to Vedavyasa, heard Srimad Bhagavatam from him. That's why in the assembly of Parikshit Maharaj, there were 100,000 of rishis and munis. They were speaking one after another that what is the best thing for Parikshit Maharaj to perform. At that time when Shukadeva Goswami came over there, when he took birth, Shukadeva Goswami took birth, at that time Vedavyasa was running after him, but he was not even listening to him. But now he himself came in the assembly of Parikshit Maharaj. Why? How come that he came himself? Why? Because now he has become a devotee. And the quality of a devotee is he is always merciful. His heart is very soft. That's why he came himself. Shukadeva Goswami is Digambar. Digambar means who considers that all the directions are his clothes. That's why he does not wear any other cloth. Means naked. At that time he mentioned to Parikshit Maharaj that I am saying that you have to hear Bhagavatam at this time. Shukadeva Goswami is speaking about his own glories that I am saying you have to hear. By speaking one's own glory, even though it is not considered proper, but if by speaking something like that somebody else will meet with auspiciousness, then it must be spoken. It is not considered that one is speaking because of one's prestige, position or name, fame. That's why Shukadeva Goswami mentioning himself, what was my position? I was too fully absorbed in Nirguna Brahma. But this Bhagavan who is having form, who is having qualities, has attracted me. But to speak of these people of this material world, they are practitioners. These yogis, those who are sitting here, they are only students in that class, and I was the principal of that school. Even I got attracted to the Lord. So what to speak of anybody else? So ho Parikshito, because I am telling you, that's why you have to hear what I want to speak. Now he is going into the different details in which Parikshit Maharaj is asking a question that, O Shukadeva Goswami, if a person has committed so many sins, how he can get rid of it? Then Shukdev Goswami has given three different atonements. One for karmis, one for jnanis, and then another for the devotees. What is Hari Bhakti? Tannam Grahanadibi means the chanting the names of the Lord. Bhakti is having 9 limbs. Now he came to the original point again, that according to one's own qualification, one will relish those fruits which are coming in the creeper. I will ask the devotees afterward that from where he started all this Bhagavatam thing, and now why he is coming to different point again. How to relate it, you have to tell me, otherwise I will tell afterward. Especially Ananta Prabhu, because he is laughing in between again and again. Speaking about Bhav Bhakti now. In the first stage, what happens? That Kanti Avyartha Kalatvam. I think it is. He was not speaking about Kanti Avyartha Kalatvam. He was speaking about how in the stage of sadhan it comes Klesh Agni and Shobhada. And then in the stage of Bhava Bhakti, it comes that he says moksha as Laguta Krita, means he says that liberation is completely useless. Jnani people, those who are Jnanis, they speak this verse. What Maharaj was singing, I don't know the meaning. Unless and until one will become the devotee of Madhuripu, Krishna, means Madhuripu means the enemy of demon Madhu, that is Krishna. Madhu Muru Naraka Vinashana, Jayadev Goswami mentions. So unless and until one starts worshipping this Lord, unless and until one reaches to the stage that he can control the Lord, how can one control him? There is only one thing which how one can control him, only with the love. If one is having tinge of it, even a very little bit of it,
समाधि को श्रेष्ठ समझेगा और ब्रह्मानंद की एक चकमक करेगा और जीव को आकर्षण करेगा.
Unless and until one becomes the devotee of the Lord, other things will be attracted to him. sometime yoga, sometime karma, sometime jnana, other things. But when one becomes a devotee of the Lord, all these things becomes completely useless for them.
एक बंद है भक्ति अरे शुद्ध भक्ति से प्रेम होता है.
By the effect of Shuddha Bhakti, one can attain love, prema.
उसका जैसे दूध को पकाने से
Like if you are boiling the milk,
पहले होगा
more and more and more, if you are stirring it again and again, it will become very thick, like a rabdi. Then it will become khoa. Milk is very tasty, but more than that is rabdi. More than that is khoa, out of which one makes pedas and so many different sweets. And khoa can stay for a long time, whereas milk will not stay for a long time.
एक भक्ति का इससे होता है प्रेम.
So in the same way, the condensed form of bhakti is known as prema, and which is considered the topmost position of bhakti.
संतरानंद विशेष
That's why it is known as Sandranand Visheshatma, means very, very condensed form of love.
कृष्ण को आकर्षण करके लाए.
This condensed form of love attracts Krishna.
कृष्ण उनको ही बोलता है जो सबको
At that time, Bhagavan is not known as Krishna. Why? Because Krishna means who attracts everybody and makes a person give up everything.
जैसे भोजन
But here,
के लिए
Krishna himself becomes attracted to his devotees. That's why he is not Krishna.
निवृत्त होगा भी नहीं. कृष्ण ने उसने बोला
He is going into the detail in different ways. That like if a person is eating more and more and more, then what will happen? He will say, I don't want more, I don't want more.
हल्का नहीं अर्थात एक कभी बिगड़ेगा घनीभूत हुआ. और इसका रिजल्ट तटस्थ लक्षण क्या है? श्री कृष्ण आकर्षिणी. कृष्ण को
The Tatastha Lakshan of prema is Sri Krishna Akarshini, means attracting the Lord himself. Bhakta will not go over there, but Krishna will become attracted by this.
भक्ति का जो लक्षण साधन भक्ति को बताया और इससे जो प्रेम भक्ति का लक्षण ये मैं कहता हूँ. प्रेम भक्ति से
Up to now, mostly Mahaprabhu is speaking about sadhana bhakti, but now Mahaprabhu is speaking about prema bhakti, how it starts. At this place, this verse has been quoted, Anya Bilashita Shunyam Gyan Karmadya Navritam. There will be no other desire except Krishna's pleasure.
तो ये क्या अर्थ हो गया? ये कृष्ण सेवा का विरुद्ध जो वो क्या है? अवैध जो सिर्फ श्रृंगारी जो दुर्नीति कुल अभिलाष ये है अन्याय.
Those things which are unfavorable for the path of bhakti is known as desires other than Krishna bhakti. Like associating with the women and looking forward for those things which are considered temporary of this material world is known as Anya Abhilasha. And then a devotee will be doing all endeavors for the service of the Krishna. If required for the service of Krishna, one will be stealing something. One will be like acting as a dacoit. Why? Because Bhagavan himself is mentioning in one verse that if a person, because of me, if he steals something or does something, that is also not unfavorable. He is mentioning like in South India there is one temple which are having 7 boundaries. and it is such a big temple that one boundary is very very far away from the other boundary, and in between there are markets, so there are different things. So
उन्होंने जब अभिभूत हुआ, इसका नाम है तिरुमंगोई आलवार।
now he is going to speak about the story of Tirumangalai
उस वक्त क्या हुआ, ये
Alvar, who has
साढ़े 4 किलोमीटर,
the temple itself is 4.5 kilometer wide as well as broad. 4.5 kilometer.
दक्षिण जो दरिया वो है कावेरी नदी का।
So the Dakshin Dwarja means the southern gate of the temple is toward Kaveri, and from there most of the things are happening,
उस वक्त यही तिरुमंगोई
bringing water from Kaveri and different things. So Tirumangalai Alvar, when he saw that the deity was not been worshipped properly, earlier there was no temple and the deity was just there, so he was very very unhappy. He went to so many big like wealthy people, but nobody helped him. So he was crying in front of the Lord that, "Oh Lord, you are master of all opulences. There is no scarcity for you, but still I see that it's because of my misfortune I am unable to see how you are opulent." So in this way he was crying. The pujari comes and he just stays for some hours, worships and goes back. That's why Tirumangalai Alvar, he was repenting so much. At that time 4 people came to him. One of them was having power to walk on the water, and whose name was Nirumal Nirupani. And then another person came who is having such a power that for him there is no need for the key. Wherever he goes and wants that something can gets open, even Almira, even the door or whatsoever it may be. And then another person came if he stands on someone's shadow, that person cannot move. He will just stand still. And then the 4th person came, with whomsoever he will start speaking, that person will just speak with him and not go anywhere and don't think about anything else. So in this way, Tirumangalai Alvar, he sent these 4 people to so many wealthy people. One of them, they start speak with somebody, and then another goes and Almira opens, and the third one goes and takes everything, walks on the water or whatsoever. So in this way all these 4 people, they collected so much wealth, and this Tirumangalai Alvar, he made a very big temple. Afterward, Tirumangalai Alvar was having this thought that maybe these 4 people, they will ask for their share after this temple is being built. So then Tirumangalai Alvar, he came to this point that if they will ask something for themselves, then they will be going to the hell. Why? Because I have done everything for the service of Lord, not for myself. But if they will ask something for themselves, they will go to the hell. So then what I have to do, I have to send them to Vaikuntha. In this way, by thinking like this, he asked one of the one who can walk on the water, he asked him that you can take one boat. Take all of them in one boat. In between, in such a place which is known as Koleria, means which is very very deep, water is very very deep over there, and nobody can come out. It is very difficult to come out from there.
one.
So over there he dropped these three people.
ये सब मेरा
They died.
उसका वही जो निरुनंद निरुपान
So the one who can walk on the water, he became very, very unhappy. That how come that I killed these three people?
उन्होंने क्या बोला?
Tirumangalayalvar told him,
तिरुमंगया बोले तुमने महाकाम कर दिया।
you have done a great job. You have sent all of them to Goloka Vaikuntha. Again he is coming to the point from Chaitanya Charitamrit, Prem Bhakti, Anya Bilashita Shunyam Varsam. So the point which he was making about stealing something for the service of the Lord is also called bhakti. That is also allowed by the Lord, but that is not for each and every person. Srila Maharaj mentions different times that is also allowed only for those who are qualified to do that, not that anybody and everybody can do that. By doing something for which one is not fit may bring them to more pitfall. So one has to give up all those endeavors which are not favorable for the path of bhakti. Otherwise it will not be Uttama Bhakti. Anya Abhilashita Adi, Gyan Karma Adi. The word Adi means etc., etc., etc. What does it mean? Gyan, Karma, Adi. Gyan, Karma, etc., etc. What is the meaning of etc.? Means Gyan, means Vairagya, practicing renunciation, practicing austerities, giving up all these things also.
कृष्ण भजन में जो रजमान प्रवृत्ति उनका विरुद्ध रूप से सब जानने वाला.
Those things which are unfavorable for the path of bhakti, for those things which are not been meant for the service of the Lord, one has to come to the point where he can understand all these things. And one's bhajan under the guidance of Srimati Radhika is known as that bhajan which is known as Anya Vilashita Shunyam, Uttama